my fellow sales professionals, how are you doing today? It's time for another little reasoning, and today I'll be speaking about reputation. How hard is it to maintain a good reputation? How easy is it to lose your reputation? You can take many years to build your reputation, and it just takes one thing, a few minutes for you to lose that reputation. So in life, ensure that you protect your name. It doesn't come easy. Ensure you guard your reputation. I went to a graduation ceremony recently, and Her Excellency Ambassador Audrey made an address. She spoke to the graduates. She spoke about returns on investment, ROI, and how that R in ROI for her means reputation. I'm going to share that speech with you, a part of that speech with you. I want you to listen and see what you get from it.
But coming home and being here for the last 2 days, I now just want to start a conversation with you about being the best you can be, because it's going to be hard to survive and indeed thrive in this world without being very centered in who you are. After investing so much energy, time and money, you are now stepping out into the world to maximize your return on investment. As I think of potential ROI in terms of jobs, local and international business contacts, I know that you will automatically come your way. Automatically you will maximize your ROI in these areas. For your lifetime, however, let us reimagine a different word for each of those 3 letters. And in so doing, I want to share a few experiences that have redefined ROI for me. The first letter R. For me, the most important R is reputation. One of the wealthiest and most successful investors in modern history, Warren Buffett, famously said that it takes 30 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you'll do things differently. When I was a student here at UWI, I was a full-time student. I also worked full-time at Air Jamaica, and I also had a side business. At Air Jamaica, I had special privileges and used the opportunity to build what became a rather lucrative business of me purchasing items in the US and coming here to sell, purchasing items here and going back to the US to sell. Those days you could be called a trader, a higgler, an informal commercial importer. These days it's just called a side hustle. One day, a relative suggested to me that I could make a huge amount of money and have a far more lucrative business if I decided to use my special travel privileges to transport drugs. I was told it was hardly likely that I would be stopped. And even if I got caught, as a young female and first-time offender, I would get off lightly. Like many of you, I was finishing my first degree, and I concluded it was not worth it. I would simply continue to work hard and stay in the legal lane. Over 20 years later, I was being considered to be appointed to the Ambassador of the United States. And I was told that an extensive background check would be done on me. They will go from where I was born to every moment of my life. So I was asked, is there anything in your personal or professional life that we should be aware of? And you know, in that moment, I thought about that temptation that was placed before me. And I smiled and I said, go ahead and do your investigation. I have nothing to embarrass me or to be ashamed of or to stop my appointment. In my job today, every month, I get a list of Jamaicans up for deportation from the US or extradition to the United States to face criminal charges. Locally, I read and hear stories of professional persons, including lawyers and finance executives, young men and increasingly young women, who fall prey to the need to impress, to show off what you have not earned, and are becoming thieves, drug runners, young members, and even murderers. I know the temptations will be many, from social media making you feel that you are not measuring up. Sometimes pressure from community dons, pressure from family and friends. But today I'm here to say to you, guard your reputation with every ounce of resolve that you can find. Protect one of the most important things you will have in your life. That is your reputation and good name. The scripture teaches us that a good name is to be chosen rather than great riches. Money will come and money will go. But your good name and reputation for decency, honesty, fairness, and kindness is priceless.
Okay, so you heard Her Excellency Ambassador Audrey Marks told her experience. She was working at Air Jamaica, and she had a lot of opportunities there. And a family member came to her and told her that she could make so much more money by using her opportunity to transport drugs. She dismissed that suggestion and she decided to go on with her life in the legal way. Many years after, over 20 years, she was offered a very important job. And with this job, they would have done an extensive background check. And immediately, she remembered the family member making that suggestion to her. And she wasn't scared at all. She told them, they had asked her if there's anything that in her past that they should know about. And she was confident. She could say, go on, do your checks. Because she knows that there's nothing there. Can you imagine if she had listened to this family member? What would have happened? She would have lost her good name that she built, her good name that she invested in. She would have lost her reputation. She would not be able to get the returns on her investment because she made a bad move. So you see, my fellow sales professionals, as you go through life, as you're out there daily trying to make the sale, remember your reputation. Remember to guard your reputation. Do what is right and what is legal, because there will only be benefits. That is the way you're going to reap your rewards. That is the way you're going to get your return on investment. So, just listen up. Protect yourself. Do not let anyone tarnish your good name, tarnish your reputation. Alright? So that's my little reasoning with you today, my fellow sales professionals. So just enjoy the rest of your day. Remember, do what is right.